Alex Simmons. What does DeeDee Hagemann bring to your ball club? She said she brings a 3-level score with leadership, basketball IQ, and a presence on the floor.
Opening tip controlled by Tennessee. Don't blink, because Tennessee, as Christy mentioned, they'll press the entire game. They'll take threes, and if they miss threes, they'll go get the rebound and take another one. And you see that right away. Defensive rebound for Memphis. That's going to be so important here for the Tigers as Hagemann pushes it, and Memphis won't be afraid to push tempo here tonight against Tennessee.
Alex Simmons said if we have an advantage in transition, we're taking it. Otherwise, we want to try out and work some top.
Boler gets the first points of the game. Here's Memphis bringing in some of that pressure. Tennessee's starting 5. They won't be on the court very long because Kim Caldwell will make wholesale substitutions. Tess Darby knocks down the 3. That's her 22nd made 3 of the season.
So key for Memphis to take care of the basketball. That's why it's huge that Hagemann joins the club with her first start here at Memphis, because they need her leadership. They need her decision-making on the floor.
Oh, Boler. How about her start? Here's Cooper. Zee Spearman. And that was pinned up there. Possession arrow will give it to Memphis. So Kim Caldwell is in her first season as the Tennessee head coach after 1 season at Marshall and 7 seasons in a national championship at her alma mater, Glenville State. You follow the story. This was a surprise hire at Tennessee, but she has come in here with a unique, completely different system, and so far so good. She'll be the first to tell you it hasn't been the toughest schedule, but they did knock off Florida State. They did knock off Iowa, and she told us today, we have not even come close to playing our best so far, and to be 8-0 is great.
Well, to all the future opponents out there, I asked her, where are you right now in the big scheme? She said, we're probably at a 5 out of 10. This is a team that just put 130-plus points, only at a 5 right now.
Good defense by Memphis. Welch gets the steal. Welch weaving through traffic on the push and the finish. The sophomore from Indianapolis, who didn't play last year as a medical redshirt, coming off a career-best 21 points in the win against Troy. Great start for Memphis here against the Lady Vols.
We've talked about DeeDee Hagemann coming back, but I'm eager to see how it affects Welch on the floor, because now Welch can move to the 2 spot and really look to score.
Cold start so far, Puckett on the putback. So Tennessee is now 1 for 5 from outside the 3-point line and 2 for 7 overall from the field.
And Eric, as soon as Tennessee scores, or even on a miss, they will get to that run and jump defense. And this is where it's key for Memphis not to get too sped up in the press breaker.
Here's Spear as an opening. Breakdown defensively for Memphis, and Jewel Spear picks up 2. Off the make, Tennessee with the pressure. Memphis has done a good job so far taking care of it, and Boler's got an open look for 3. Great start for Tilly Boler. Tennessee has used 9 different starters. No one has started every game. That's Whitehorn on the drive. Gets her own miss for 2. Whitehorn, 3rd on the team in scoring at 12.5 points a game, and a turnover.
Control and poise so far against the run and jump. But there is a cumulative effect for teams when you face nonstop pressure like this Tennessee team. Eager to see how much Memphis has in the tank here late in the game.
On the pull-up, Memphis. So far, Tennessee 33% from the field, 4 of 12, 1 of 7 from outside the 3-point line. Cooper on the turnaround, won't drop for it, and it's last touched by Spearman. It's Memphis basketball. 10 on the shot clock. Hagemann got it, and the foul. Text on her phone early this morning from DeeDee Hagemann. Said, Coach, want to get us some early shots today. A little excited to be on the court for the first time this season. Open look from 3. Off the mark. Spearman follow no. This is what Tennessee does. They crash the board. Have you ever seen a team, I don't care how many asterisks you throw on it, have more offensive rebounds 8 games into the season than defensive rebounds as a couple of players go down? There you see Alex Simmons, 2nd season at Memphis, of course. Won a couple of national champions, playing for the Lady Vols. There's a 3, corner 3 from Tess Darby, her 2nd of the game. She has both of the Tennessee threes. She's 2 for 3. The rest of the team is 0 for 6 from outside the arc. Hagemann with the pass fake and gets fouled by Latham. And when it comes to assist, the turnover ratio was #1 in the Big Ten in that category this season.
This wasn't going well. She's the one that said, coach, and huddled her team up and got the mind right and got the practice back on the right track.
Off the miss. She'll defend Hagemann.
And that's one thing with Cooper. They did not want Cooper on the ball. They have so much respect for Cooper's one-on-one defensive disruption. But I think Hagemann's like, no, I got this, coach.
Hagemann with the floater. She's got 7. Boler with 8. And Memphis is up by 5. 90 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Puckett on the turnaround for 2. She just wants the best available shot as early as it comes, right? There's not a set number of shots that Tennessee's looking for.
She wants more possessions than the other team. And Eric, this is just astonishing. They're averaging 83 shots a game right now.
Spear off the turnover. Chance for a three-point play. Jewel Spear and 1. And this is her second season that she was not in the starting 5. Someone can get hot in a hurry.
You really have to be mature and have a short-term memory. At the same time, it's really liberating because you know you're coming back in and you're going to have more opportunities to shoot and score.
Sims on the pull-up too strong. How about Memphis getting on the offensive glass? Not once, but twice, and it'll be their possession.
That's exactly why they've extended this scoring opportunity.
Read perfectly by Cooper. Flipped ahead to Spear, maybe a little bit too far. And good hustle by Raven Sims. Hannah Riddick is out. She's their leading rebounder. She started the first 4. She's got a leg injury. Keziah Fulmore, tied for second on the team in rebounding. She's out tonight as well. So missing some of that size inside. Cooper throws it outside. Whitehorn looks to the line and buries the 3. 5 points for Whitehorn. 8-0 run for the Lady Vols to close out the first quarter. Tough shot with the game clock winding down, but getting it up and in time for the basket. And 08, now Alex Simmons in her second year as the head coach at Memphis, 7th overall as a head coach in Division I basketball.
There were 2 different opportunities the last 2 days in practice where you just saw Pat's tutelage upon Alex and the way she handled players one-on-one and reminding them of a standard that she expects them to play to and uphold within this Memphis program.
First possession of the second quarter. How about the freshman? Smith leans in to get the 2.
Tamaya Smith has tons of potential. You can just tell she's young right now.
Cooper with the drive, the kick to the corner, Spear for 3. Hagemann needs some help. Gets it from Cox. Can't get the pull-up, and here comes Spencer back the other way.
And that's going to be the key for Memphis. When Tennessee goes to jump, and what I mean by jump is that's the double team on the ball handler. They've got to be able to get it out to the weak side open player.
Great job by Spencer. Second chance opportunity. Spearman inside and a quick timeout.
And after that quick time, before that timeout, Tennessee has already gone up 2 more on them.
Hagemann.
And so you see a little bit of a letdown in the run and jump when those 2 aren't on the floor.
Spencer determined to get it to the basket. And she was on the ground. Hagemann needs some help. Picked up her dribble.
Nice job by Smith to come back to the ball and take it in.
How about that? Smith on the drive. That's her first points of the game. She's averaging 12 points a game. That's second on the team. Back the other way, Hagemann. Great adjustment, great finish, and the foul. A chance for a 3-point play.
It's so important to have a point guard.
We're placing it, the big picture in the conference as we go along here this evening. Latham can't get that to drop. 1 and done for Tennessee this trip. Welch. Smith comes to help. Numbers back the other way. And a foul called on Tennessee. And she's got 4 already tonight against the 18th ranked team in the country. 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes plus for Memphis to go up by 5. Their largest lead was 6 in the first quarter. Good hands by Welch to get in there to try and force another turnover, and Memphis does. How about the Tigers so far here in the first half? Welch. Bit of a heat check. Not been someone to take timeouts. Wants her team to figure things out on the floor for themselves. Cooper, no. Cooper, no. Spearman, no, but a trip to the free throw line. Zee Spearman ends the Memphis run. Spearman, who played at Miami the last 2 seasons. Cooper couldn't hold on to it. Memphis has it. They'll push it right away. Hagemann attacks the basket. Wild shot. And here comes Tennessee the other way. Faking being fouled. Warning given by one of the officials, Mark Rush. 3-pointer back the other way.
She loves this challenge.
Played at a high level in the Big Ten. A tough shot, won't drop at a trip to the line. Smith, by the way, picked up her 3rd personal previously from Memphis. Hagemann back, and that's been a big lift for them. Also getting Raven Sims back, even though she's on limited minutes here tonight. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Cooper, strong take for 2.
I like that Hagemann came and got the ball. You want to try to push when you got numbers, but don't force bad shots.
Boler was fouled, and Shogood at the free throw line to shoot a couple on campus at the Elmo Road Fieldhouse.
In an exhibition game against South Carolina here in this arena, they played Mississippi State. Obviously Tennessee tonight, and they have Louisville.
Puckett takes it inside, denied by Bailey Gilmore, who has it for the Tigers. Hagemann on the reverse. Memphis by 6 here in the second quarter. Spencer will shoot 2.
And that this will be a 40-minute ball game.
Can we type in there one of my favorite players?
Go ahead. I was going to say, who else? What does Memphis do with Hagemann on the bench now?
They give it to the player you had your eyes on right from the opening tip, Tanyuel Welch. She's been good so far, Christy. 4 of 5 from the field, 8 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist all alone, and with 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Sims off her foot, Tennessee ball. First indication that things would look a little different for this Tennessee team came in their exhibition game against Carson Newman when they scored 135 and they attempted 94 shots. That's Jewel Spear for 3.
Better 3-point shooters, and she was on the bench.
42% from 3 in her career. Foul with under a minute to go.
It is a matter of having faith in one another. It is a matter of having faith in yourself. You have to move to that next play, which is a challenge for some young players.
So you may make 3 shots in a minute, and you may come out of the game, or you may go 0 for 3, and you're going to come out of the game because you're going to get another chance. So I guess it's just that flexibility, that maturity that you talked about. Buying into the system. Remember, Spear.
Can you give up a good shot for a great shot?
Hagemann's back on the floor, by the way, for the final minute. Boyd has an opening. A little too strong, can't get it. Size advantage for Spearman, obvious on the offensive glass.
And this has been an Achilles heel for Memphis in this season, is just when the first player gets beat off dribble penetration, the rotations have not been there.
Hagemann has it knocked out of her hands. Got a little aggressive with plenty of time on the game clock. Does Tennessee even hold for a final shot in this system?
I'm going to say yes here.
The answer is yes. Going to the corner. Boyd throwing out top the Spear with 1 second to go. The floater is no good. And that will do it for the first half. Tennessee.
And I like what Kim Caldwell said today. Sometimes, as she said to a couple of her players, there's a reason you're so wide open early in the shot clock.
Any adjustments that Memphis should work on, focus on, put into effect here in the opening minutes of this third?
I think they've got to stay solid on the defensive glass, limiting Tennessee to those second chance opportunities. Smith has to stay on the floor for them because in terms of press breakers, she's been key as well.
Whitehorn on the offensive glass for 2. 14 offensive rebounds. Hagemann. Smith on the turnaround. Whitehorn there defensively. And here comes Cooper. Up ahead to Spear, who gets the second half start. No surprise there. Whitehorn getting a little contact adjustment.
I'm not going to acknowledge that pun. So I knew what you were doing.
It's so good. Why try to add to it? Just let it sit. 16 for Jewel Spear. Let's see how Memphis handles the pressure here in the second half. Hagemann want to stay away from the sidelines, right?
Absolutely, because the sideline half court are then 2 more defenders to help Tennessee in the defense.
On the turnaround, no. Here's Spencer.
Tennessee's got numbers.
Tennessee's building some momentum as well. If this goes down, Tennessee's got all the momentum right now. Whitehorn with the 3. That was very succinct. I love that.
By me? Because I'm not ever succinct? Or?
Well, you normally are. You're a professional broadcaster. Step back. That ends a 14-0 run over a 3.5-minute period from the end of the first half to the beginning of the second half for Tennessee. Welch with the basket, and now the steal. Hagemann up ahead. Cooper sizing her up for the defensive swat. Changed the shot. Knocked out of bounds.
She said to us today, it's usually an effort thing, and you see some quality teaching going on with the freshman boy now on the sidelines.
Hagemann giving up some size here to Spearman. Now to Smith. Boler on the drive. Cooper standing her ground defensively. Boler sticks with it. That matches Tennessee's number. Spencer for 3. Shot clock down to 7. Hagemann looking for a screen. Gets the switch. Drops it down low. Beautiful basketball. She fed it to Smith for 2. Spencer as Tennessee tries to push the tempo, and Spencer will head to the free throw line. Spencer wastes no time. She steps into it and knocks down the first. NCAA women's volleyball semifinals tomorrow on ESPN. The top 4 seeds are at the KFC Young Center in Louisville. It's Louisville and Pitt at 6:30. Penn State and Nebraska afterwards. The winners play for the national championship Sunday 3 p.m. on ABC. One semifinal all ACC, another semifinal all Big Ten. So I like my chances. Calling for a Nebraska-Pitt championship with Nebraska winning it all. And what you're seeing is the very reason why Tennessee doesn't have to deal with fatigue. One would think Boler didn't get it off in time, shot clock violation. Figure out, like, can you get into a rhythm like that? And then that is the experiment here. And it has worked for Kim Caldwell in her past stops. Cooper, just not her night. But guess what? She got the offensive rebound and the putback. Wide open look for 3. Shots just not falling this quarter for Memphis. They are 0 for their last 5 from the floor. Spearman, wide open look to the basket.
Again, the rotation is not there for Memphis, so it's an easy look at the rim for Spearman.
Boler on the pull-up. That one drops. Inside of 3 minutes to play. Here in the quarter, Darby, no. Welch fighting for the rebound and wins the battle.
Great pass ahead.
Now to Boler. Hagemann with the assist. Spear. Darby will launch for 3 and make it. Tess Darby, 4 for 8 from outside the three-point line. She's got 12. Inside of 2 minutes to go in the quarter. On the drive, Hollingshed gets whistled. She's gone for 20 or more 4 times already this season for Memphis.
The freshman Smith, and Smith not paying attention. She just yelled at her, "Give me some."
1 of 2 for Boler. She's got 17 to lead all scorers. Spearman can't get it to drop. For reminders, it's a top 25 showdown. 16th ranked Purdue, number 2 Auburn. Here's Hagemann on the pull-up, open look for Welch. Just won't drop.
All the Memphis fans in this arena knew how important that was. The utter groan as it went in and out for Welch.
A lot of groans this quarter. Memphis 0 for 4 from outside the three-point line. Her first double-double as a member of the Lady Vols and the 7th of her career.
Off the bounce from the 3 if you try to run her off. And we've seen her build. She's a quickly.
For her career high 25 in her Tennessee debut against Samford. Having a good night tonight. There's a bucket for Hagemann. Down to 7 to go in the quarter. Spear got it. 18 points for Jewel Spear. That rattles out. Guess would be it's a cramp. And you can see as we start the quarter, she's still out there trying to stretch it because it's been a while. And oh, by the way, she's not being eased into play here today.
Well, throughout that entire timeout, and the bank is open apparently after hours, but she was using the Theragun.
And a travel for Tennessee. Memphis, an opportunity to shoot a couple, try to bring it back down to a 10-point game. Memphis led by as much as 6 in the first quarter. And then it was a 7-0 run to close the quarter by Tennessee to go up by 1 at the break. Cooper couldn't get it. Spearman can't get the rebound. Here's Sims on the push. Sims to the basket. Sims with the finish. Even that's not quick enough. Puckett to Spearman through her hands. 8 to shoot. Turnover, Tennessee. Welch steps through, and she'll go to the free throw line. She's flexing her left leg at the moment.
Memphis going into a matchup zone here in the half court.
Latham, the entry to Hollingshed. Spencer will try a deep 3. Welcome back to the game, Samara Spencer. Hagemann, Whitehorn gets whistled. Trying to wear Memphis down here as we get deeper. One of 2. Hagemann has played 30 minutes.
30 hard minutes, handling the ball pressure against the full court press.
Cooper got it. 8 to shoot. Hagemann, the kick. Outside Boler, open 3 is good. Spearman to the free throw line. A couple of free throws here for Spearman. TNT has Saturday's first 2 games. SMU Penn State at noon. Hollingshed there defensively to deny Welch.
Oh,
Cooper to the basket. Boler's had the hot hand. Whitehorn there defensively. Boler on the drive. Strong take, good finish. Sims followed it up. Still fighting and fighting a little bit too hard when a foul is called.
has just been great sportsmanship in terms of knowing that their opponent got the better of them.
Good catch, good finish. Spearman.
They need to cut into this deficit starting now.
Welch. Take against Spearman and gets it for 2. She showed no fear.
I felt like her game against Troy where she put her stamp on this program saying, get me the ball, and she is not disappointed here this evening as well.
She went for a career high 21 against Troy. A reminder, didn't play last year, was a medical redshirt. Redshirt sophomore from Indianapolis.
And immediately some full court pressure by Memphis.
Which has given Tennessee trouble at times here tonight. Yes. Boyd got to half court. It's going to be a backcourt violation. Boyd. Hagemann, deep two. Got it. 19 for Hagemann in her Memphis debut. Spear. Spencer hit from deep before, and she does it again. Inside of 3 minutes to play. Smith with the spin, and she'll earn a trip to the free throw line. Now in her second year. Brings it to 11. Memphis needs stops. Cooper floats it up. No, sticks with it. Yes. 12 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists for Talaysia Cooper.
You always feel like Cooper knew she didn't really have a good shot, but she knew she could get the offensive rebound.
Hagemann in the corner, steps back for three. Won't go. Look who's on the glass. 2 minutes to play in the fourth here at the FedExForum in downtown Memphis.
This is a must stop for Memphis.
Hollingshed rolls to the basket and gets the hoop.
Despite not shooting that well from three to the beginning of this game, stayed in this game.
To get them ready for play in the American. Louisville is their final non-conference game. They'll host Wichita State New Year's Day on campus. This is a team that was picked 7th in the American preseason poll, followed by Spearman. 3 rebounds and 4 assists. But Memphis is going to run out of time against 18th ranked Tennessee here at the FedExForum tonight. But Memphis hung tough for a long time against Tennessee. Hagemann can't hit. Both teams still battling down to the final seconds. We talked about Riddick and Fulmore among those who would be playing big minutes. Hagemann going to make Spencer work for it. In the end, Tennessee puts 90 on the board, which is under their season average, by the way. So maybe a little off night offensively. But the Lady Vols are 9-0. They come to West Tennessee and knock off Memphis 90-75 the final.
It's an exciting style to watch. We're ready for the three.